Okay. So I'm playing Minecraft. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Going to attempt to stream and play. I am live in the game com. Alright, so I think I've got most of this down. I'm gonna bring the music up for now, just in case, you know. Oh, almost walked off there. Okay, so Scalpod has found bamboo, and of course, the first thing that we did was construct bamboo pylons all the way to the ceiling. And now we've made well, I haven't. Horza here has made a wooden tower all the way up to the top. This is in survival mode. Kind of wish I had left my enchanted stuff down there, but you know what? Been having. Uh-oh. Flying is not enabled on this server. Wow. So that's kind of bogus. Wonder how long you really have to be up there. So I'm gonna have to go into like the server settings and I guess either see if there's like a height limit or a timeout or something like that. Because you should be able to build up into the sky. So what if I defaulted and I just built a fortress up in the sky? Or maybe it wasn't counting it because I was like hovering over like an air block. I don't know. Definitely something to send into the developers. Developers. Yeah, we're already up here at 188. Now, why did I get kicked? I'm an admin. It's kind of bogus. Alright. Just past halfway there. Alright, almost. Here we go. And kaboom. And 256. Oh, maybe because I hit like 257 when I jump up. Alright. Down we go. Woohoo! Feel it in your chodies. This game is so ridiculous. Say hello, Scalpod. First, I should just ethically deconstruct these cows. Very cool. Alright, so, probably top it up. Feed my boys here. Yeah, what do you think of that? Yeah, yeah. of. Oh. I guess you can play string as a block. Maybe for tripwires and stuff. I've never really gotten that far. What is that? I don't know how this string keeps generating. Just get rid of that, but yeah. I think I had some string in my pocket, but... whatever. God, it's strange. Alright, so... feed my boys. Get a little XP. Skelpod's harvesting the melons. This game is insane. Okay, down you go. See if we got anything down there. You guys get out of the way. Bam. Bam. Alright, so I got all that. Okay. So hopefully we won't do it this time.
I joined Gamecom too.
Oh, nice. I'll make it a little easier. I think Trenchy dropped
NJ.
out.
NJ's snoozing on the couch, so I'm gonna keep it quiet.
It's okay, you can whisper.
Whisper. You can whisper in the game too if you do /W and then the player name and then what you want to say. And to make it a little easier, as you do /W, then a space, then as you start to type something, it pulls up the player name. And if you just hit tab on the one you want, like once you start putting in the first letter, then it'll just auto-complete it for you. And then you can type in what you want, it'll just go just to that person.
Been meaning to go out to that lighthouse that I built and automate it with redstone and a daylight sensor.
That's cool. Yeah, daylight sensors are the shit. That was definitely one of the coolest redstone additions. I'm still working on our record collection here.
Well, I got some armor back on.
That's good. Yeah, mine's just about used up, and I feel bad because I had a diamond chest piece, which is just about all gone. I'm gonna take it off before I use it all completely up, so I can recombine it with something else to make something better.
Sure.
That's the trick. It's also about knowing which of the enchants are available for work items. And for the armor, there are some enchants, the protection enchants, which some of which are they're you can't have them at the same time. So like if you have blast protection, you can't have fire protection.
Ah.
You know, or
Like different classes of enchantments.
yeah, they're very specific ones that won't stack. So like regular protection is actually just protection with no other name is actually the best of all because it protects you against any and all kinds of damage. It may not be as good as say blast protection against explosions or fire protection against fire, but because it's the generic one, if you have it at the highest level, it's actually the best of all. And especially if you have it at the highest level on all of your pieces of armor, because that does stack. So if you have a level 4 protection on your helmet and a level 4 protection on your chest, it stacks. It gives you increasing protection. But the thing is that if you have lesser protection, so if you have, say, level 4 protection on your chest piece, but level 3 protection on, like, your legs, you're just going to get the level 4 protection. Like, it doesn't really stack unless it's the same highest level. What sucks is I got another cat record. Cat, just so you know, is like one of the two most common ones. It's probably the most common one. It's the one that you'll find in chests and abandoned mines and various other opportunities to find records. And I'm not knocking it. It's a good disc, but it is the most common. So there are some that are very not necessarily rare, but just more uncommon. So you just have to keep trying like this to get them. And the only way you're ever going to get them is through this mechanism where you have a skeleton kill the tree, which you can do without a trap like I've set up here. But it's far more difficult in reality because you have to kind of maneuver yourself to try and get the creeper in between the skeleton and get it to deliver the killing blow. Shit out here. This is why I set up the screen behind.
Oh yeah, our local difficulty's already up to 2.25.
Yeah, that's the problem is that we just keep living in the same spot, and so it's just making it harder and harder. which is fine. I mean, that's great in some ways because
In some
if you're
ways,
ready
yeah.
for it. Yeah, if you're ready for it, then it just means you can take advantage of that and get better shit. But, but yeah, when the local difficulty rate gets too high at spawn, that's no good for anybody, especially newbies.
Well, when I fell earlier, I lost all that sweet XP.
See, that's the
But
problem.
I'm just about
Even
there.
if you get your gear back, you lose that XP. So that's the thing. Is like now that we have the highest level enchant table available, uh, as soon as you get over 30, you're gonna want to go and bleed off that XP double pronto before you die. Get it back down below 20 or below 30. And if that means if you can if it means crafting some shit to be able to get like a good high level enchant on some diamond shit, that's awesome. If you can't do that,
I keep stepping on this pressure plate. All right, so I
don't-
pick it up with a.
that's
Okay, if I
just
pick it up with a
bust out
pickaxe, there we
the
go.
piston. Yeah, that's fine, and it'll put it away. Yeah, and then you can back out of there and then put it back down. There you go. Yeah, you got it.
All right, well, I got
It's kind of tricky.
Maul.
Once you've done this a few times, a couple 3 times, this whole deal, then it's really easy to do. But like I said, you really want to have just like one creeper that you're dealing with out here. You don't want to be mobbed by a bunch of guys. It ain't gonna happen. It's not the time, for the record. I got a couple records here, but they're both dupes. I'm afraid we're just getting more of the same garbage. That's why I say other people can start their collections with this junk, because we're gonna have a bunch of these ones.
Go pop this sucker in.
It is gonna be funny though that all these people who are like, "Oh, we want the Scalpod show," it's like, well, there is a Scalpod show, but you have to play Minecraft to hear it. Fuckers.
Sounds like a fair deal to me.
Yeah, we've already got like 8 dupes on the left of the collection chest. We're working on the collection.
Oh, well, I got a new one then.
It's like, oh, you got a new one. Oh, nice, perfect. All very good. Yeah, there's 12 records total in the game right now. Soon to be 13 with the Nether update. There's a new one, but you can only get that new one in the Nether in the Piglin Bastions.
Oh yeah, vaporwave.
Yeah. The new music too. You can hear the 4 new songs. There's 3 new songs that are going to be added to the Nether update for depending on what new biome you're in. And then the same gal who composed those also made the new Pig Step disc. They're all quite different. The 3 songs for the biomes are very chill, very atmospheric and ethereal, as is suitable for exploring. The Pig Step song is a lot more upbeat and exciting. They're all good. You can hear them all if you go to Google new Minecraft Nether music. You can check them out in advance if you want, or you can just wait and be surprised. This new update's going to be coming out pretty soon. They've been spamming the snapshots for a while now. And I mean, seriously, of all of the updates they've ever put out for this game over the many years, this one has so many changes and so many additions and shit. It's just insane. It's not really going to change things in the overworld so much, but it's going to make possible living in the Nether, although people have done that, of course. Found a way to make it work, but it's just going to make it that much easier. Microsoft can be pretty ham-handed when it comes to buying other properties, but with this game, they've done pretty good by players, I would say.
How much of the original team is still involved?
Well, I don't know. Jens Bergenstein is like, he's one of the head, definitely been there for a long time. Many years at this point. I would say that's kind of why he's like become notch number 2, because he's one of the longest standing of the old guard. But even of the younger, newer people that they've added in, they're all people who get it and understand the vibe of the whole thing. And all of the changes that they're making I approve of for sure. This game has a kind of a certain tone to it. It's definitely fantasy. It's survival. It's fantasy, but it's not like fantasy based on any other existing IP or anything. So
Yeah,
it's definitely
it's
been
wholesome.
it's exactly. It's been making its own shit up as it went along, and they've done a good job of making it feel like everything that they've added fits with what has already come before. So, and the thing I super approve of is whenever they update and you get further depth in how the existing blocks already that are there work together, because it's just way too easy to just add new.
Yeah, they make it all work together.
That's easy. Yeah, they make it all work together, and the thing is that when you make it so that existing items or blocks in the game can now be incorporated in different new ways to varying effects. That it's good because it makes it fun for not only the new players but also the old school players.
Yeah,
and that's the secret in the sauce for sure. And there are some blocks in this game that have like not only 2 but maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 uses, and that's the depth. That's just every time they add a new use to something that already exists in the game, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And I feel for new players who really have no idea what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I know when Cosmac jumped in last night, I was like, God, we're gonna have to. It's not that it was him; it'd be anybody. It's like we're gonna have to bring somebody up to speed. And it's like I'm not. Yeah. I'm still getting back up to speed.
I thought he was a very sport though, and I sure hope that I didn't do anything to dissuade for him.
Oh no, I think he's fine.
Because my accidental kill.
That was just hilarious.
Notwithstanding, that was too funny, especially because I had already warned him about it, because he had accidentally picked up my awesome enchanted diamond sword, and I was like, "Don't whack another player with that." I should have known as soon as I uttered those words. It's like he's dead. Yeah. I'm going to kill this guy. Yeah, this whole creeper disc drop trap thing, and learned along many years ago. This kind of basic setup.
So do they drop records when they're shot by a skeleton?
Yes, and it has to be the killing blow. So you can accelerate the process. Like if you're out in the wild, you can whack a creeper a couple of times with a stone sword and it's still alive. And if there's a skeleton around in the vicinity that you know is close enough to target you, you can, if you're fast enough and good enough and running backwards and stuff, you can position yourself in such a way that you can put the creeper in between you and the skelly, and then it will deliver that killing blow, and then you can go in and record. But this whole trap scenario here is just a way easier, more reliable, way safer way of accomplishing that.
Yeah,
So.
you're gonna have to be the guru through all of this.
Oh, I got you. I got your back, man. I got years. Like I said, I started playing this game within the first week that Notch made this shit available publicly
I
in
got,
alpha.
I mean, I got
So,
in early, but then I
oh
didn't
yeah, yeah,
play
yeah.
for a long time.
Right, and there have been regular updates. Sometimes big stretches where nothing changed, but then sometimes like so much shit was added within like a month or two that it's really radically changed the game. You know, so I've kept up to date, not always necessarily by playing directly. I like to play the snapshots and try and experience things firsthand myself. But as lately, more often, I just watch YouTube videos and I see two or three trusted sources of them talking about what the changes were, and they're pretty good and they're entertaining.
Yeah, Aster
Especially if you're someone who knows what's going on.
Yeah,
so.
she likes to play it, and we were watching videos, and we were catching up with stuff on game theories and whatnot, and it
Yeah.
was just they were talking about the illagers and stuff like that. I'm like, this is
Yep.
all going on, like in the game.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah. I mean, there's so much that's changed. It's almost like an entirely new game. If you haven't played in like 6 months, that's the thing with this game. Other games you haven't played in 6 months, you go back, it's like, there's like one or two different things. This game, you go back in 6 months, it's like, shit, I gotta relearn almost everything. not really. I mean, the basic mechanics are still the same, of course, but
yeah,
as it pertains to particular blocks or new blocks that have been added, then yeah, it's this, people like to give Minecraft shit, but it was the first voxel game, at least the first massively popular voxel-based game, and I guarantee you, hundreds of years from when they look back in the history of gaming, this game, not just personal reputation notwithstanding, this game that he bequeathed to the world is gonna be right there, man. It's like one of the pinnacles.
yeah, it's the new Monopoly.
It's just so it's you can manipulate it and turn it into anything you want. I mean, all of the different mods and total conversions and things that people have made. It's crazy. It's nuts. And then and that's not even taking into account, because that for a long time was what people did because they were bored because the main game wasn't changing fast enough for them. But now even the vanilla game has changed so much and has so much in it that it's like, who even needs a mod now? But if you want mods, they're out there, sure. Dress this game down as just about anything you want. And you can recreate in this game just about any game that you've ever. You talk about Monopoly. I remember someone recreating within Minecraft Monopoly. You move around on a giant game board, hit buttons, and via redstone action, you end up playing the game of Monopoly per the Monopoly rules within Minecraft.
Wow.
Battleship, Space Invade. I mean, so many like regular 2D video games I've seen recreated with walls that are screens of cloth blocks or blocks that are replaced via command control blocks, and all redstone wiring where you play like Space Invaders or Tetris, like other literally dozens, if not at this point hundreds of other video games have been recreated within Minecraft. I like that you put a bell in the base.
I think it's handy.
Yeah, it's not necessary at this point because the base doesn't actually count as a village, so we're not going to get raided here. I did see a raid though. I saw a random raid patrol spawn, and that's how you got the second banner here. Yeah, that's how you got the second banner to complete the symmetry. Is because I killed another random patrol that showed up. So the thing you need to know if you haven't experienced it yet, though, is that if you kill the random raiders that you see around, and then within that group there'll be a guy who's carrying that banner,
Yeah.
and that's the patrol captain. And if you are the one to deliver the killing blow to the patrol captain, yeah, you get his banner, sure, but you also get that bad omen effect, which you get an achievement for. But you'll see it up in your corner
That's
of your
okay. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
yeah. And it has like the villager face and like a couple of crossed axes. And what that does is that should you venture or too close into an existing village, as far as the game is considered, this is a village, whether it's one of the ones it generated or say something that you've created yourself by curing zombie villagers. Um, if you're within the radius of you come into the radius of a village, got that bad omen effect on, what it does is it causes the game to instantly generate a raid. And so then the illagers will then start coming in waves, 4 different waves, toward the village, where you'll have at the top of the screen a health bar, a red health bar, not unlike a boss fight, and that will let you know how many of the illagers in that particular wave you dispatched. If as you're killing them, and depending on the village that you're in or the particular circumstances, you may not be able to necessarily see or find. Like some of them may have fallen into holes, or you may not be able to see them immediately. They may not be threatening you, and yet the game thinks, oh, they're still there, so the raid is still ongoing. So after a while, thankfully, it gets even a little more specific, and will tell you how many are remaining in that wave, like 2 remaining or 1 remaining, and then and that's helpful. And then if it goes on even longer and you still haven't found them and dispatched them, it'll actually help direct you towards them and let you know, oh, they're over here, dummy. Because, like I said, sometimes they can fall into holes or there's all different kinds of issues that can arise. But when you finally, ultimately, hopefully, vanquish all of the waves of the raid against that village, quote unquote, you get an achievement for your efforts. You also get an effect that applies for a while called Hero of the Village. And if there are actual villagers in that village that you can trade with, all of their prices are dropped.
Ah.
And it lasts for quite and drops significantly to where something that may have cost you 3 diamonds before now costs you 1. Like a big drop. But again, it's only a temporary. So eventually it does wear off. And if you ever wanted to get it again, you either need to purposely incur another raid, successfully survive it, or
The horses let a bunch of piglins out through the nether yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that they would follow us through.
They do. Anything can go through the and that's true the other direction too. So
Yeah, I have found some of my
chickens,
pals.
yeah, they can go through the nether. Just can wander into literally any item or entity that goes into the portal. Go through the portal. So. Which can be kind of fun. I have in my base, I have some guard posts near my portal, which in which I have trapped some zombie pigmen that I name tags that are my guards. They can't actually get anybody. They're stuck inside a little prison. It's just funny for me. But yeah, I mean, shit can go back and forth between the portal and actually that you can use the fact that you can travel through the nether so much faster and more efficiently than the overworld to transport animals, especially ones that like the ones that come to mind are like parrots. So parrots can only be found, but they will once you friend it, sit on your shoulder if you stop for a second and ride on your shoulder, as long as you're not running. And they will come through the portals with you. But you can use the nether to transport cows or sheep or anything. If there's a particular animal that you're not fighting near your base, access to the nether.
Yeah, I'd have to do the math again. Is it like 3 blocks for every?
It's 8. It's 8.
Wow.
It's 8. It's everything in this game is based on 8s, pretty much. So I mean, you notice that stacks go up to 64. It's all base 8. So it kind of makes it help. It makes it easy to remember. So yeah, so for every 8 blocks in the overworld that you travel, you'll have gone 1 block in the nether. And you can, if you record the coordinates in the overworld where you're at, let's say 800 by 800, and then you build a portal there, but you don't go through that portal. And then you go through another portal somewhere else in the overworld to get to the nether. And then you go to the equivalent spot in the nether. So 800 by 800 divided by 8. So 100 by 100. If you go to 100 by 100 and you build a nether portal exactly where you want it in the nether and activate it, when you go through it, the one in the nether and the one in the overworld will be linked up immediately. Because the game, if there's already an existing portal at the exact mathematical coordinates, matching coordinates of where it should be, regardless of the vertical aspect, this is just the XZ coordinates. So as long as there's something already there that's active, it'll link the two up immediately. If not, it will try and create one if there's nothing within 500 blocks around. So that's the problem that people run into. They build a portal in the overworld. They build another one in the nether. And they go through. They have one that the game makes for them in the nether. And then they build another one somewhere in the overworld. And it's less than 500 blocks away. And then they go to build. They build it. They activate it. They go through it. And then what happens is that they end up going back to appearing in the nether in that same first portal that they appeared out of. And they're like, whoa, wait a second. I'm in a different spot in the overworld, but I just came through in the same portal in the nether. Like, what happened? And it's because you weren't far enough away for it for the game to generate a new portal for you. So to make sure that you come out in the nether exactly where you need to already have a portal at or roughly near those coordinates before you go through. It's funky. The other fun thing that not a lot of is that you can actually get above so in the nether, just like in the overworld here, we have the bedrock floor, right, that we can't get through at the bottom. In the nether, there's a bedrock floor at the bottom, but there's also one at the top that keeps you from going up above 128. But there are ways that you can use to get up and above that bedrock layer in the nether to where now you're at higher than level 128 in the nether, and all you have is just an open void space above you and an endless bedrock plane around you, and no mobs will ever spawn up there. And so people have taken advantage of that to be able to create portals and networks to where you can travel via rail, sliding boats on ice slips and whatnot above that bedrock layer in the nether to be able to get into portals that connect back to the overworld to be able to travel immense distances, like almost instantly. And that kind of shit actually has passed. It was kind of felt like it was like bugs or glitches or like exploits taking advantage of problems. But the actual the devs themselves have come out recently and said, you know what, this particular one of getting out above the bedrock layer, it's nothing we're gonna fix ever. So have fun with that. Man, I just love this sign. I feel so bad that I shot Cosmic, but I just love that there's a sign there.
Well,
I
that'll
mean, to be
teach you.
fair, there was a lot of shit going on. Be chaotic. There was a lot of stuff, and I was just trying to get the one off of him, and then, you know, shit happens. And he had no armor on, of course, because he was total newbie. So, and I'm pretty sure my bow was an enchanted bow of some kind. Oh yeah, he had zero chance.
Well, I was surprised that he was able to get all the way down to bedrock by hand
That blew my
and
mind.
survive that, and then
Yeah,
getting chased,
without starving to death. And
almost got blown up by a creeper. So he dodged a creeper, but not
Yeah.
you.
Not me. That's perfect. Well, if anybody was going to be killing first, it should. You know, these spider eyes seem like a real pain in the ass. And they are. They just accumulate. What the fuck? These things have no value whatsoever until you finally start making potions.
Yeah.
And then you use them, you find them, and you make poisons of weakness, which you turn into splash poisons. So you can toss them, and then you chuck those at the zombies, the zombie villagers. But you need to have a setup where you entrap them, and where they're covered over above from the sunlight, and then and then you have some golden apple, and so then you splash them with the potion of weakness, and then they start freaking out, and then you feed them a golden apple, really start freaking out, the whole red thing that are getting off and stuff, and then a few minutes later they turn back villager, and it's kind of random, so it's like regardless kind of like you don't really have it turn out to be right, but you get a in the end. So, and then the whole thing with villagers, whole new mechanic. There's what they call the job site blocks. So like the stone cutter device that you made, that's a job site block. If there was an unemployed village, a certain distance of that sees that no other villager had, it would go, hey, I'm a stone cutter now, I'm a mason, and then it would join the Masonic,
And then you can.
and then it would have available trade that a mason would offer you.
Like a little
And
card.
then you could right click on it, and then emeralds, you could trade at other basic stone types and stuff to get different loot from it. In some cases you trade them the raw stuff and you get emerald, and then in some cases you trade the emeralds back and you get other stuff. And so the stone cutter gives you the mason job type. Yeah, you can make a cartographer's table, to manipulate and alter maps, which is something that you as a player can use the cartographer table to do. But also, if there's a cartographer's table within the radius of an unemployed villager looking for a job, they'll become a cartographer. And each NPC villager has a different unique texture to let you know at a distance what job they do, what you can trade with them. And like the cartographers, you trade with them. Once you start trading with any of additional higher trades, and then with those higher trades, you get better stuff. So, like with the cartographers, maybe at first you trade them some paper, and then eventually you trade them enough paper, and they're like, "Hey, here's a map. Not only here's a map, but here's an ocean explorer map. Where once you get a copy of the map, it directs you to an ocean monument somewhere within the world."
Yeah, I've got a little fortress up the shoreline, and it's right outside. I can see like something underwater, some sort of fortress or temple. I haven't been to one of those yet.
And maybe one of the many ruins around. This isn't really an island that we're. Hey, look, it's Scott's back.
Oh, he's in the game com too. You save our
Back
poor
from the
Fingies.
dead. Yeah, it's tough to play these games and have to chat at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta have a mic.
Well, you don't have to, but you got to be a fast typer, my friend. Very fast. You got to know when to type. Oh my god! Look at this new skin.
That's
Whoa,
great.
what the heck? Oh my gosh.
That is perfect.
Fantastic. Well, hey, you can get outfitted with some armor. I hate to cover up that beautiful skin, but there's some, and down here in a chest there's a bunch of armor. You can feel free to help yourself. I've been working on.
Yeah, I got this cool new skin, but like I couldn't figure out how to make it what I wanted, so like I just used the template. I think it looks pretty good.
It looks great. I love it.
You can easily identify which part of my body is which.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
I blow into meaty chunks.
There's.
Hey, look, a pumpkin.
It's very high contrast. That's not even a pumpkin. That's a jack-o'-lantern, my friend. That's lit up. But there's pumpkins inside the farm in there. You put a torch inside a pumpkin. Well, first you have to carve the pumpkin. You gotta carve. Oh yes, Skyboy. You gotta carve the pumpkin with some shears, and that'll put a face on it. And then when it becomes the pumpkin with a face, then you can stick a torch in it. And
so you click blocks until you get enough of that block that you can combine it with other blocks that you have clicked, and then you get new blocks.
That's right.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a block.
I think I understand. I'm not sure I have the patience to actually play this game as it's supposed to be played, but it is kind of fun to just mess around with it.
Well, that's kind of the great thing, is that there really isn't supposed to be played.
I'm going to hit you with my armor to death.
You killed him. Good job.
Because I don't have a weapon, so I'm just like swinging my vest of armor at this guy.
No, you've got the right idea in that you just do what you want to do, and this game will actually reward you for it, for just blowing off the usual rules and just doing what you want to do. You will still get rewarded.
When I first started playing this game, I picked it up and put it down for about 2 weeks until I really started playing it, and then at that point it was every day for practically years.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
if I plant this egg, will it grow into a chicken?
You can't
Hey.
plant it, but you can throw it, and when it breaks on whatever you, which could be an enemy, a monster. You can use eggs as weapons. They do damage. There is a percentage chance that it will crack open into a. So
I think it's like 20 to 25% chance.
that's why on Doc Fox's Hypercube Labs egg dispenser, it does say that
Ow.
it may contain life. May contain. There is a chance.
Here, Cosmac, eat this meat.
Cosmac, you need to, as cool as your skin is, you need to get some duds on.
Do you mean this rotten flesh in my inventory? What am I supposed to be?
You should eat some zombie
this.
flesh.
Okay, this is steak. Okay.
Within this game, there are achievements, for accomplishing
with
certain
it?
things.
Look out. Oh, they got you.
Oh, Skyboy got him.
Okay, I'm gonna camp out in the hidey hole up here
Just wait a second.
tree
Yeah,
fort.
we'll kill these guys.
so it gets light out, and then I'm gonna open up
Daytime is the only safe time in this game. Even then, it's not entirely.
editor and start working on a proper avatar.
Yeah, you should make your avatar. I've used this custom avatar that I made And the nice thing is that as you play this game, as you move around through all the many different worlds that people have, they will all see you in that same way. You bothered to take the time.
Right.
So that's a good thing. There we go. All the Skyboys are dead. Oh, nope, there's one more. Alright. We need to go sleepy pie so that.
Alright, so yeah, let me throw some of this stuff out.
Items don't despawn until 5 minutes within the game. So real time. So if you're overloaded by stuff, just bear that in mind. Also, bear that in mind if you die somewhere and all your stuff dumps out and you got to get back to it to pick it all up, you got 5 real world minutes to get back to it.
Okay.
Here, Cosmac, jump in bed with me and
Jump in
cousin
bed.
Scalpod.
We got lots of beds here. Pick
Wait,
a
what
bed.
about all my stuff?
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah,
No, pick a bed and you'll be fine, and then your stuff.
But you
Like I
just said I
said.
should go get my stuff.
Well, no, within
Out here
5
somewhere, right?
within 5 minutes.
Right,
Within
but-
5 minutes, real time. Just
But
sleep.
time's a wasting. Where did I leave my
Sleep.
stuff?
It takes 2 seconds
I
to
gotta
sleep,
get over
and
the
then you
wall
can go
and
get
find my
it.
stuff. Where was it?
Oh, good lord!
I got
There
some
it
of
is.
it.
You're not gonna lose any of it.
Oh, good.
Anything
I still have my armor. I can still attack.
Anything you had on, I can replace in 2 seconds. Just ask Doc Cosmac. He said earlier, I've accomplished in
Take that, you fiend.
less than 2 days more than he and Aster
It's
Six
very
did in
effective.
2 weeks.
Take that, punk.
You got his balls.
You guys are fighting again. You didn't even want to sleep until the morning.
I
You're
was
just like, out.
I was going out there to make sure that he survived.
I was fine, dude.
Well, come up here and jump in the bed.
But see,
so we
here's
can do
here's
a
the
day
thing though.
cycle.
If we don't sleep, these Skyboys are going to keep appearing every time it's nighttime.
Oh, okay.
If you don't sleep for a certain amount of time,
3 days right now.
3 days.
And
That's
then
right.
every day
If
that
you
you
if you
don't
stay
sleep,
awake for
they will
3 whole
exponentially
nights,
multiply.
then they start appearing. Yes, and they just get worse and worse. So yeah, eventually at some point you need to go to bed. It only takes a second, and it just advances time. But we all have to do it at the same time on the server. If you're just by yourself, it doesn't matter. But when you got more than one player, everybody's got to go to bed.
Yeah, and that's where it becomes insane because you got some, one dick in a mine on the other side of the world with
Yeah, exactly. And
nothing.
he's like, "Fuck you guys! I don't care. I'm sleeping. I'm underground. What do I even give a shit?"
Damn.
Fuck him.
Eventually, this whole world will be 2 to 3 layers of just granite blocks.
You'd think so, except for that I'm very landscaping and fixing things up. I like to keep the general look of the landscape as it was. You know, the bits that aren't
Well, come check out what I got.
recreated by players. So.
I guess Cosmac will hang out up there for a minute. Here, come get in this boat with me.
All right.
Unless you want to come along, Cosmac.
No, you go.
I'm trying to figure out the like where I should draw the eyes and nose and stuff.
Okay.
He's working on his avatar, so you drive us. I'm in the boat. Let's go. Oh, see, at first I thought you were doing the 18 theme.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get like busted for like copyright infringement.
Oh, okay.
I'm no Mark Hostler.
Wait, you're not live streaming this shit, are you?
I might still be.
God, I hope not. I mean, for anybody watching.
I think it's just us. But Fazonk recommended that I live stream. Like, well, if I'm going to play a video game, I might as well live stream it.
Yeah, because that's the new thing these days. Like, why wouldn't everybody else in the world watch you play your video game?
I end up watching a lot of other people play video games. It's weird.
You are just wacko. That's nuts. I watch videos of other people and stuff, but like I said, oh, hey, somebody made a nice new thing. Oh, that's what you're steering us towards. Who built this crazy thing?
What are you guys doing?
That's not a natural in-game generated thing.
Going to my secret fort.
Fox is showing me his new super double secret probation fort.
Okay.
Wow. That's pretty cool, man. Damn. Milk Toast Tower.
Come on in.
Whoa! Look at that. He's even got... Whoa. He's even got... Wow. Oh, wow. I won't even
You
say
like my
so.
kitchen? Check out
ruin
my
it for
cabinets. Came up with that
Damn,
myself.
This is like some superior interior decorating.
And I hadn't used scaffolding yet, but
yeah, now you know
I
all
found
about scaffolding.
I'd gotten some going.
Well, the old school scaffolding is just dirt blocks. You know, I mean, that's just everybody used dirt to be able to build up around to make the bigger things. But now, yeah, you know the magic of scaffolding, and it all comes to you via the power of bamboo, thanks to Scalpod, because he found some.
That's
He
rad.
He went out adventuring.
I had no idea. I'll tell you, string has been a lot harder to come by. Couldn't you used to make string from 3 blocks of wool?
No. String is just something you get off spiders, or if you break spider's web, and then you can combine 4 strings into a wool block. But it's not like, you can't go back the other way. So some blocks are storage blocks, like kelp. So let's say you take 9 dried kelp, you throw them into a kelp block, and then at any point you can take that kelp block, put it back up in your personal crafting 4x4 or 2x2, I mean, and turn it back into 9 kelp, dried kelp again. But with string, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a one-way thing with string. One-way. That's how you can remember. It's a one-way thing with string.
Well, here, come check this out.
But yeah, this is nice, man. You got a whole. I like this. You got a whole other new enchanting table area here.
Oh, check out the basement.
Fully maxed
come on
out.
down to my
nice,
basement.
Very nice. I like it. Yeah, you've been a busy boy. Nice. Good boys don't cry stone alone. Do not like soft.
I guess you're responsible for all these goofy signs that are all over the place, right, Dr. Fox?
That's the only reason I play this game is because you can put signs
For the
down.
most-
Because
for
you
the
can put all the
most part.
signs around, right?
For the
Yeah.
most part, yeah. This
course.
is his payoff.
This is the only reason I play is for signs.
He's done a good job. I'll give him that much. He's done a good. He's a good boy.
I'm proud of myself.
Oh, you even made a look. You even made a loom. Wow, you're crafty.
Getting there.
You got a smithing table. Now the smithing table, right click. It is a job site block for NPCs for villagers. With the next update, they're talking about maybe they'll actually add. I think they have added a use for it. So in the new Nether update, in the Nether, we're going to have this new ultimate block type, Beyond Diamond. Fuck Diamond. Fuck it in the diamond ass.
The
The Netherite.
Yeah.
Netherite is going to be the new biggest baddie bad of them all.
can you do that on a grindstone?
Well, here's the thing: is that Netherite, how you use it. So you find this ancient debris in the Nether. You mine that, right, and then you smelt it, and it turns it into Netherite ingots. And then those Netherite ingots you can combine into a Netherite block, or and the thing about Netherite is either the Netherite ingots or the Netherite blocks will float in lava, not be destroyed by it. They'll just float on the top of it to be gathered again. The other cool thing is that if you have diamond armor, you come to the smithing table, which currently has no use. But as of the new update, when you come to the smithing table, you come with your netherite, your diamond armor, and you combine it with some netherite ingots, and you can upgrade it. You can upgrade that shit into netherite armor, and it's even better. It's stronger, more durable, lasts longer, looks totally different, is darker, has a cooler look. Even when it's enchanted with the glowy purple on it, it looks way more badass.
I do like glowy purple.
Yeah, the glowy purple on the netherite armor, super bad. It's the best. You're gonna want it. Everybody's gonna want it.
All the cool kids have netherite
All the
armor.
cool kids. But the problem is that to get the netherite, you're gonna have to mine this ancient debris, is what it's called. These ancient.
I'm trying to make
debris
my
blocks.
sprite look like this character I designed a long time ago. He was like a robot.
You can do it.
He's a boron.
It may take a little while, but you can do it.
So here, come follow me out here.
Yeah. Should I get in the boat?
You can take one or you can join in.
All right, in your boat.
Okay, so let me F5 out there. And it's sun setting, so.
Yeah. We got to be aware of the
But
time.
I do have a snuggle bunk out here. Yeah, you see this thing out here?
I got a bed on me.
Here's the
That's the thing, Cosmac. You need to make a bed. You need to keep it in your inventory at all times.
Wasn't it out here?
Look at those dolphins playing, jumping out of the water over there. Dolphins will lead you to stuff, you know, buried treasure, treasure maps.
Huh.
You can also get a benefit from them if you feed them some fish, like raw or raw salmon, and then if they take it, then you can get a buff that lasts for a while that makes you swim through the water faster.
Fish buff.
That's
Well, I
right.
thought it was over here.
But yeah, the other thing that
there's
the
an
dolphins
arrow
will
out
do,
here.
they will play with items. So like if you throw an item out of your inventory floating in the water, or some kelp breaks or something that's floating in the water, dolphins will come along and they will knock it around playfully.
Wait a second, that's the lighthouse.
They will also, if you follow them.
You mean the movie, The Lighthouse, with
Philip DeCambrio?
Philip DeCambrio? Yeah, that guy.
Well, I don't know how the hell we did that, but is this a lake? Did
What?
we actually...
No, No, it's not a lake. It's an ocean.
But no, we're back. We're
Trust me, I've explored all around and way out further than this shit. And I've also every sunken ship and ruins that you can possibly see under the water. Almost every one for hundreds of blocks I've been.
Okay, I'm done putting all the black pixels in.
Which is sad.
Now I
for
just
you
have to
guys.
put all the white pixels in.
and you're 50% grays.
No, it's all just black and white. The character is a black and white character.
He's gonna be like a 1930s.
But that's what I'm saying. See, we're back over here. But
fine.
when we left, we went north
went
by
to the
northwest,
west.
and then I followed the shore, and I kept going, and
That was how you were navigating.
and then we
to
came
your-
up to the other side of the lighthouse. So I was following shoreline the entire time, but I didn't keep
No,
going.
you did a circle. You flipped back around. If we had kept going north, you'd have realized that this island, quote unquote, that we're on, there's at least on the north.
There's
on the,
no
on
way
the
to
west
leave.
So
Side,
what do I need to make a map.
well, we need to make some maps.
Is there any way to get off the island and like go home?
There's
Can
no
you
going
escape
home.
from Minecraft Island?
No. Well, only if you exit. If you exit and you log out, and then you're on your own.
What fun is that?
You die in the
Exactly.
game. You
That's
die for
exactly.
real.
That's exactly. No, that's why you just stay here. Why? What fun is that? You just stay here forever. You're like, why would I want to go back to the real world? No,
There's a
we'll make
real
some map.
world?
We'll make some maps, and and I'll help, and we'll make a big map wall. Have you made a big map wall ever? It's fun.
No.
You get a giant map. So because with the maps, there's 4 levels of zoom on the maps, right? So when you first make a map and you make an empty map and then you right click on it, you use it, and then it creates a map of your immediate environs. And then it's at a certain zoom level, which is the lowest zoom level. Then if you take that map and then you combine it with some other paper, you can make a higher level version of that map, which is now double the size. But you can do that up to another 3 times up, to where the biggest maps you can have are 4,096 blocks on a side.
Only 4,096
Only-
blocks. That's
only-
nothing.
Only 4K blocks on a side. It is kind of pathetic. Given
Each
that
block's
this game-
what, like half a meter? A meter?
Well, given that this game can generate a world for you that's literally like 8 million blocks on a side
Oh,
or
well.
more, like, yeah, it's nothing.
Well, how
Yeah.
do you make a map?
Well, you need to use some paper.
I got paper.
Okay, and there's two. And one thing you need to know is there's 2 different kinds of maps. There's just regular maps, which are good for decorating, and there's locator maps. So like the treasure chest map that I showed you before, I gave to you, where you saw the white dot around the outside that indicated your position relative to the map. That's a locator map. So to make the locator map, you have to use a compass.
So I need a compass.
Yeah, do you know how to make a compass? You got to have some iron and you got to have some redstone.
Okay, time to see if this thing works. I gotta log out of here.
All right. I got
Okay. Cosmax out for a second. Okay, so you've got now.
I've got
now
a
what you need to
compass.
do? You've got to make a compass. You need to have 1 redstone dust in the middle, and then 4 iron ingots around.
Okay. And now I've got a compass and 9 pieces of paper, or 8 pieces of paper.
Okay.
That makes an empty
And
map.
now, if you do the compass in the middle with the paper around the outside, that should make a locator map.
Okay. So, well, it
if
says
I'm
empty
remembering
map.
Right. Empty map. It'll say empty map.
All right. So
The
I have
important
an
difference is that it's a locator map, which will show your position on it.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna like this.
Come down.
Because
This guy looks
otherwise, just so you know the difference, a regular map that's not a locator map
It's kind
will
of Bauhaus.
any of these maps will update if you're holding the map and within the chunks that are imaged within that map. And if things have changed since the last
And
time you looked
edit
at
a
them,
little
it'll update that map version.
Oh, I can see
But
the base. That's neat.
but the locator map is unique in that it has the white dot to show you where you are. So if you're outside of that map and you need to go a particular direction to get to the confines of that map, it'll tell you like, hey, you're off to the east or you're off to the north, or you know what I'm saying? It'll let you know where you need to go get back to that map chunk. Otherwise, a regular map, I think, 9 pieces of paper, which is fine for decoration. And you can always take that map and go back to the area that it covers, and change that map will update, and then you'll have a different updated new map. But there's a difference between regular and locator maps.
But I can't really zoom in or zoom out on this map, can I?
You can't. No, you can't zoom in and zoom out unless you change the scale by adding additional paper. That's the thing. So once you've created the map, one way or the other, whether it's a regular map or a locator map, which shows you in relation to it, you then can take that map at the lowest scale and combine it with additional paper and make a zoomed out level map.
So this is
And
a
you
map.
you can go out to 4 levels. So it starts out in the very lowest level, does 128 by 120.
So where I make the locator map is where it's going to set on the paper.
That's a little bit different. That's a little tricky. There are specific coordinates within the game based on the overall 00 XZ coordinate axes of what are considered the middle. It's all based on the middle, the chunks of the most zoomed out maps. So the 4K by 4K maps, as you zoom out your small map, you will eventually get to one of a set of completely inchangeable 4K by 4K maps that are laid out that the game has already decided upon that you will never ever be able to change. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the ultimate highest level zoom out level, it is a series of 4K by 4K maps. And but you know, depending on where you start using your maps and at what level zoom they're at, babies already the worst. I mean, they're so adorable.
All right, this'll do.
All right, you back in the.
I'm connecting.
Okay, I was looking.
It's not exactly what I hoped it would look like, but it's as close as I can
Here's
get.
a new skin. It's not a new skin. I'm anxious to see. Someone's coming up. So yeah, so to get to your point, Fox, what I did like on the Tap House server is I made portals into the Nether at the middle, the center coordinates of what I knew would be mathematically the ultimate highest level 4K by 4K 6 by 4K by 4K maps, so that if anybody ever so that those maps would be centered in such a way that at the middle of every one of those maps there would be a portal that would take you to the Nether.
Why would you want to go there?
Because in the Nether there are 3 dimensions world, Cosmac. There's the overworld, which we've been playing in. There's the Nether, which is beneath, I guess. I don't know. It's the Nether. It's a very hellish dimension. It's a hellish dimension. And there's the end, which was only added because people got top of notch for there not being an end to the game. But in the Nether, you can take advantage of the fact that, hey, that's a nice skin. That's
Swag.
perfect. Wow, man, that's hot. That's really good. Swank.
High contrast.
Very high contrast and very
It
high
doesn't
class,
get any
too.
higher.
Very high class too.
It's ones and zeros.
That's awesome.
All
man.
ones and zeros.
Binary style, yo.
So
Perfect.
what are we doing?
So okay, so I was just explaining. So we 3 dimensions. So there's the overworld we're in now. There's the Nether, which we get to through this portal, which Doc Fox has saw fit to block off because he doesn't want us going into it yet. There's going to be an update soon that will change it in radically different ways. And then there is the end dimension, which got added because the guy who made the game got a bunch of shit for there not being an end to this game. So he's like, fuck you. Here's the end. It's a whole other third dimension. It's called the end. And it's where you fight this being called the Ender Dragon, which is the big bad boss of this whole game.
Or
But even after,
or you dig holes.
or you dig holes. But here's the thing. To be fair, even if you fight and kill the dragon, the game isn't over. It just keeps going on. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. There is no actual end.
Right.
That's the joke, is that there's a dimension called the end, but there is no actual end. And so there's the Ender Dragon. They're men. You'll see they're very tall, lanky black boys with that will grab stuff and carry it around with.
There's farming.
There's farming, sure. There's agriculture, industry. It's very much like the real world.
No frozen yogurt yet.
No froyo. You gotta plant stuff. See, he's planting the seeds in the ground. There you go. And you come back later, eventually they go up. He's just using mechanics because those blocks that look like little faces with the holes for mouths are dispensing water. You can use what they call redstone. That's the raspberry jam.
Hey! You have to ethically
Do it the right
deconstruct
way.
those. Come down
You
here.
don't just get to punch the cows. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, right-click this button over here on this little
Yeah.
face.
It's hard to see, but there's a little gray button. It's right
There you go.
That's
You
the
you
real way.
ethically
See,
deconstruct them.
otherwise, you lose ethical points.
If you and then you open up this little door, and there's a chest down there, and you can pick up
You
all the
can
bits.
target
That was a good
chest.
haul. Good haul.
Don't fall out down in there though.
I got. Oh,
It's your dick.
there you go. You can come out this way. Here to your right.
The thing about this game is that it's like it's you need to think about it like digital Legos.
Uh-huh.
Like the way that with Legos you can build or do literally just about anything you ever wanted or could imagine. That's what this game is. There are some rules that you have to abide by, unlike Legos, which
Okay,
Like-
so how do I make a thing?
What kind of thing would you like to make?
I don't know. Like some stuff so I could do the cool stuff.
You should dig a shovel. You should make a shovel. So here, you should start out this way. Come with me out here.
show him how to make a shovel.
Yeah.
That'll
So-
get him going. Once he's made a thing, he'll know that he can make other things.
So I would say, punch down like 4 blocks of these logs.
Yeah, you need to punch some trees, man. You have not big.
Yeah, we gotta watch his achievements.
The game will tell us all, everybody who's playing, when you've accomplished things.
All right. So now that you've got those, hit E, and you're gonna see a little crafting block up there.
Yeah.
Drag
little
those
2x2
logs.
grid.
Yeah, drag the logs up there and craft them down into planks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once you have planks, do a 2x2 of wooden planks and
Yeah.
build a crafting table.
Yeah. Fill all 4 squares with planks, and then you can see you can make a craft table.
Okay.
Then you'll want to drop that at your hot
Awesome.
bar because it's so hot. Yeah.
I never thought this would be so fun.
I'm waiting for it.
I've played this game for literally like 10 years. Like, just waiting for him to make a.
I put like
Yes,
10
yes.
planks in and it's not doing anything.
No.
I got a
Planks, all
dark
4
oak
of them.
pressure plate.
In the
No, 2 of them. You need to have 4. All 4 holes need.
I have
to be
okay. Now I've got like 6 of them and it's not doing anything. I don't get it.
you need to put it in each of the block in that
Oh,
crafting.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
How do
4
I
holes
select
need to be.
like? How would I pick just one of a thing? Oh, you like right click it and that gives you like half as many. That's ridiculous.
That will split a stack. That's splitting. Yeah, it's called stacks.
What the fuck?
And then there's shift clicks, which move everything.
Okay.
Yeah, if you click on something and hold shift at the same time, and
Okay, so I've got this
go
box.
into
What
the
do I do
other
with
thing.
it?
All right, so now you want to set that box down on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna do that over here.
Almost. There you go. So yeah, you'll put it in the hot bar of your inventory, and then you'll right click on the ground. There you go. Now you've made and placed a crafting table. So now you can start making more complex things. Now you can make everything in the game. So you'll probably want to build a wooden pickaxe and a wooden shovel to start you out. So you'll need to make sticks, and then you'll use sticks and planks and make 1 wooden pickaxe and 1 wooden shovel. And then we'll go over to this mine, and you'll get some cobblestone.
Okay. I put a stick with a plank, but it's not doing anything.
You're going to need 2 sticks, 1 in the center block, 1 in the bottom center block, and then 3 planks across the top.
I can be done. I'm done.
I'm
done.
not sure I can do that.
You have made sticks, right?
I've made some sticks,
Okay, so yeah, you'll need 2 sticks and 3 planks.
but I can only fit 4 things in the crafting thing.
Oh, right click on this crafting table here. And
Oh, okay.
Get a bigger grid. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So have you been able to craft a pickaxe?
Yes.
All right. Scalpod disappeared. He's dead. There you go. Oh, he's got his knife out. He's gonna knife you. So here, let's while the sun's going down, so we'll run up here, jump in bed. There we go. All right. So, with your trusty new pickaxe in hand, we will venture merrily, yay, to the hole. Come join me in the hole. There's a hole over here.
Oh yeah, I remember when I blew this up.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a guy down there. Let me just shoot him with my... Oh, watch out.
That was cool.
That's the interactive part of the game. Here, I got your...
That was awesome. I like that there are enemies that just explode. It's great.
So here, I got your armor. I'll follow you.
Armor,
back.
who needs it? You've got infinite lives, right?
You do. So with your, do you have your wooden pickaxe? Oh, here, I've got it. There you go. So there's your wooden pickaxe. It fell down that. Here it is. I got it. Old Picky here. Oop, there he is, right behind you. And then, so that's your regular axe. That's for chopping wood. And this is
Right.
rocks. So you chop rocks with your pickaxe. And, yeah, collect 3. Boom. And now you can upgrade to a stone pickaxe, which you can then use to mine faster.
I don't know. It was kind of more fun the other night when I was just digging a deep hole with my fists.
But you're more than welcome, too.
That was really fun. Well, no, not really. Hey, there's a bunch of water here.
Yeah, that's what I've been using to sweep creepers away.
I'm way down in some cave. I got lost. Try to find my way out of here
Here's some
by
water.
digging.
It's for you. So Scalpod's trying to harvest records for our record collection.
I can't see anything.
If you combine coal with a stick, you can make torches.
Neat. I'll have to try that. When I can get out of this hole.
I can see your tag.
have no idea where I am. I can't see anything. It's totally dark. I just buried myself alive. It's
You
great.
can do that. There are blocks that will fall from above, like gravel and sand, and they will suffocate you.
Oh yeah, and my pickaxe died. I've still got my wooden axe though. That'll sort of work a little bit better than using my hands. I can't even tell which way I'm looking. This is awful. I can't see anything. Oh God.
I see you. I'm right above you.
Uh, oh God. Hang on. Okay, I've found my way back to the area that has torches, but now I'm like having to dig steps with an axe. Here we
Yeah, you made it.
go.
You tore down the mushroom.
I feel like this should be yielding some important resource, but it's not.
You have to harvest it with the right tool for it to harvest that resource.
Oh, of course.
Yes. There's a stalky boy out here. I hear him.
Hmm.
And your crafting table is also destructible, so if you break it up, you can take it with you. You can plop them just about anywhere, and you can use them from any side. You can click, so you can set them in a wall and stuff like that. There's the green book when you open it up, and that's the inventory, or not the inventory, the recipe book. And as you discover materials, it'll show you how to put those together.
Cool. I'm making a bunch of stuff with this now. This is neat. Alright.
Yeah, once you start getting some of the basics down on combining blocks and finding the elements and things like that, and then you end up like the stuff that we've got in here. We have an enchanting table, so it's that bar on the bottom, the green bar. That's your experience points, and you use those. You can use that to repair items, and over here you can actually enchant them. So with like that tool that you just made, if you come over here to this chest and take some of the lapis lazuli, you can it's going to be the blue fruity pebbles looking things. So you grab a couple of those and then head over to the enchantment table, drop your tool in the slot. Over here in our little Enchantorama, and you should be able to cash in some XP if you have enough right now.
So what do I put where? I put lazuli in the right one,
Yeah, and you'll
and a thing in the left one, and it enchants it.
it'll do tools and armor and stuff like that.
I wanted to enchant my boat. Why can't I have an enchanted boat? This game sucks.
You really should, because if you get hit by an arrow, if your boat gets hit by an arrow or a spear from an underwater enemy.
Yeah, I can't do any of this enchanting. I need higher levels.
Well, we'll get there. Yeah, and like Scalpod's saying, mobs generate in the dark, and so once the sun goes down is when all the zombies and more monsters come out. You fight monsters, and they drop items, they drop experience points, and then you get experience points for practically just about everything. You can make here's a sword. There's a stone sword. You can enchant that if you have enough points. But yeah, torches. Mobs don't usually spawn in well-lit areas, so we spent a good chunk of this game so far like clearing out all these trees and things like that. And then you throw armor on, you'll be able to absorb, some fall damage and getting shot at with arrows and explosions and stuff like that. And when you die, you respawn at the last bed that you slept in. So as you move through the game, you construct a bed, put it in a new base, and that way when you go out digging, if you get blown up with a creeper and you ended up having a bunch of stuff in your pockets that you wanted. Even though you've got infinite lives, like Scalpod was saying, you've got 5 minutes to get your stuff back. So, once you've mined for 20 or 30 minutes to get some diamonds, and then someone shoots you in the back of the head, you want to make sure that you're close enough to go back and pick up your stuff. All the blocks up here are going to be common. Wood, dirt, stone, and then you're going to have common exposed doors, kind of like iron and coal. And as you go down deeper towards level 12 and 15, there's gold, there's diamonds, there's emeralds, and diamonds are the most resilient items in the game so far. Like Scalpaw was mentioning, they're going to do some upgrades soon, and there's going to be a new, more durable diamond. And then you jump in and out of those portals, and you go to these other worlds, and you get other resources that you use to combine stuff. What I really have a lot of fun with is the redstone. It's this logic programming stuff, which I'm not very good at, but it's kind of like how my little harvester works over here. I push a button, it sends a signal, and you have to manually build all the wires and stuff. But
yeah, I've seen people do crazy stuff with the redstone.
It's neat. It's really neat. And Scalpod is a fucking whiz at this game. I told him earlier what it took Ariel and I 2 weeks to do. He got done in like 2 hours, and that's no joke. He spawned into the game, and then I don't know. He made a map and went out into the ocean and came back and he had a bunch of diamonds and crap like that. Oh. You motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, yeah, what do you think of that? Fell down the hole. Oh, there's a stalky boy down there. Uh-oh.
Oops, I put my barrel over here and I didn't want to.
Nice barrel.
How do I pick it back up?
Oh, I can keep stuff in them and stack them up? That's neat.
Yeah, but how do I pick it up?
Try chopping it with an axe. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Weird. Alright, buddy, you get the pickaxe to the head.
And then tools are, so this guy over here, this big tall guy,
Yeah.
they're pretty friendly. They really won't bother you. But if you look them in the eyes, they can get, yeah,
You mean like this?
yeah.
What in fuck's name?
Oh, he got you. Yeah,
Cool.
they'll I hadn't seen him do that, to be honest. That was kind of
That's
new.
hilarious.
Well, I never look him in the eye. I get scared of him.
I'm gonna do it again. Where is he? Oh shit!
Get him! Get him!
Help!
No, I don't want.
Oh no! Are those things killable?
They're kind of hard to kill.
Well,
They can
there's only one of them.
they can teleport.
Yeah, I noticed that. Got
Oh,
him.
you got him. No loot. Boo.
Scalpot, it was fun though.
He's not in the voice chat.
Oh, he can't hear us.
No, he got I think he got yelled at by Normal Jean. She's like, "Shut the fuck up. You and your Minecraft bullshit." That's the bamboo.
I like the noise it makes.
It's pretty great. So that's a new item, and we discovered scaffolding, and we actually already made a bunch of it, and it is totally rad. I like the scaffolding, and there's some in this chest down here. Let me just check this shit out.
Whoa.
So yeah, there you go. You got it.
how do you make this stuff?
Bamboo and string. And you can build it from the bottom up. It's incredible. You can go all the way to the ceiling of the game. But if you take out the bottom one,
Hang on. Wait, no! You bastard. I was gonna drop a block up top so I could hop off and be safe. But I was too slow selecting it. Why did that cow produce an egg?
oh, because there's a chicken trapped in there.
Oh.
Look how happy they are. You can eat bread. Nice arrow, dude. Yeah. Just think of that. Scalpot actually found this enchanted bow, like within the first 10 minutes of the game, and it has infinite ammo. So as long as I have one arrow, I will never run out. There you go.
Back into the sky.
So if you fall, if you land in at least one block of water, you won't take fall damage.
You asshole. I couldn't resist. I mean, that's fair. Alright, I'm gonna make a tall tower. I won't knock it down. But put a block up at the top.
Okay,
we'll do.
This is
Oh, I need to get a block first. Well, I'll bring one up then. I got it. Wait, you're not gonna go all the way to the sky? Well, you can keep adding scaffolding to the bottom. I just don't have any scaffolding.
I threw you a bunch more.
Oh, I didn't pick it up, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. Ryan must have it. There you go. Let me get back down there and get my stuff. Oh. Well, I have all your stuff. Hold on. Nothing back anything of actual interest.
Oh, you got an Ender Eye. Cosmac killed an Enderman. He looked him right in the eye, and the Enderman killed him like 2 times. Maybe 3. Hi, chicken. Oh, could you bring me one of those? Which one is it? Walnut. Everybody's on. No, Scalpot's not on voice chat right now. Only in chat. got the bamboo. This shit is fucking stupid. I love it. You see? And you can build it from the bottom up.
Whee! Here I come.
A satisfying thud.
Oh shit! Oh wow, I missed the fucking lily pad by an inch. Oh, you can watch it like slowly disintegrate. It's raiding scaffolding. Is there anybody up there? No, I jumped off. Damn.
Fucking lily pads. Okay, I've got a bunch of these things.
Moo. Moo. Well, that one's to the roof now.
Yeah. Swamp base. Which flag? Nice. They'll just pop right back down. That's fantastic. I don't have enough empty slots in my pockets to pick them up. Come on, jump in. They'll only extend like 5 out.